Hello there. I am so glad that you're here in this space with me. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is McCall. And if you've been with me before, welcome back. So we're going to prepare for a little bit of movement today. We've got a flow on hand, and it'll be a short flow. So this really will be a practice that if you just need a little bit of movement added into your day, maybe you're busy working and you just need like 15 minutes just to kind of take some time to move the body. Perfect opportunity to do so. Or maybe, it's a little break before you transition to pick the kids up from school and you just need something, some movement. Here's just a little bit of that movement. Now with this, we will be transitioning from the floor to standing. So just keeping that in mind as well. But let's go ahead and allow ourselves to find a comfortable position to get started. Now, when we go through movement today, we want to be mindful of how everything feels in our body. So if something isn't serving you today, allow yourself to opt out of it, nix it, give yourself a moment to just rest or sit or stand or just to focus on the breath. So allowing yourself to really kind of listen into your body. Now, find that comfortable position, and whether it's seated or laying down, we'll take a moment here, physically arriving in your space, letting the mind catch up. We'll start to relax the forehead and soften our face. Unclenching our jaw and releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. And letting our shoulders hang low. Feeling our arms resting gently along our sides. And feeling our hips pressing into the earth. Allowing our legs to be at ease. And we just take note of how we're physically showing up. Any pain, any pressure, or any areas that are a little stiff, a little sore. Just listening into the body here. And then we take a moment to turn inwards, observing your state of being. So how are you doing today? How are you doing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically? Just taking a moment to reflect. And we take an opportunity to set our intention here. What is it that you need from this practice here in this moment? What does the body need? What does the mind need? And then bring that focus to the heart, where we get to focus on the breath. Letting each breath get a little deeper and a little longer. And letting that take us into our pranayama. We'll be breathing in for a count of 4. We'll have a slight pause where we hold the breath, and then we'll exhale for a count of 4. So this is our equal part breathing. At any point, if it's uncomfortable, allow yourself to opt out of it. But we start by emptying out the lungs and taking a nice big inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, and 4. Returning to your normal breathing here. And starting to bring some awareness and energy back to the body, wiggling the fingertips and the toes. And then slowly allowing yourself to come to a moment of stillness. If the eyes are closed, maybe blinking them open, but maintaining that softened gaze. And we'll bring the hands together. So if you're in a position where maybe you're laying down here, you can gently roll towards your right side and then slowly bring yourself to an easy pose. And then once we make our way to easy pose, we're going to bring the hands together and we'll clasp them at the heart. And we'll just start to move them around in a circular motion, kind of traveling in both directions. And maybe we hear some kind of snap, crackle, and pops. That's okay. Just kind of listening in and observing what we notice and feel. And then we'll get to slowly release. Then we're going to bring it to maybe flicking the fingertips away from the palms, the inside of the palms. And then you can shake it out. And then let those hands come to rest. We'll bring it to the shoulders, lifting the shoulders to the ears. As you exhale, roll down and back. As you inhale, lift shoulders to ears. As you exhale, down and back. As you inhale, lift shoulders to ears. As you exhale, down and back. Let's do one more here. And then lower it down. And we'll start to take it to some circlers. So you get to start to lower the heart down towards the thighs as you move in a circular motion. So imagining you've got that pot of water and we're stirring the water just nice and slow, taking note. Noticing how it feels, maybe along our sides, our low back. Allow one more in this direction and then change directions. Allowing yourself to go through one more in this direction. And then we'll return back to our center. We'll get to take a nice big inhale, lift the arms to the sky. As you exhale, let the hands meet and they travel to your heart center. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, turn to twist to your right. As you inhale, bring it back to center. As you exhale, turn to twist to your left. As you inhale, bring it back to center. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, let the hands meet, travel to the heart to lower back down towards thighs. As you exhale, round the shoulders, tuck your chin to chest for cat. As you inhale, bring the heart and the gaze forward for cow. As you exhale, round the shoulders, chin to chest for cat. As you inhale, bring the heart and the gaze forward for cow. As you exhale, round the shoulders, chin to chest for cat. As you inhale, bring the heart and the gaze forward. One more time in each direction with your breath. And then returning back to your center. Now we're going to take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. We're going to take our right hand and gently grab your left wrist. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, guide the left wrist over towards the right. Now your gaze can look towards the floor, towards me, or to the inner of your left arm. Opening up the side body. As you inhale, bring it back to center, switch wrists. Left hand can gently grab the right wrist. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, guide the right hand over towards the left. Choose where your gaze goes. As you inhale, bring it back to center. As you exhale, lower the hands all the way down. Now from here, we're going to shift to tabletop. Okay, so we're going to come onto all fours. However it feels best to get there. Now, once you come to all fours, you're stacking your shoulders over your elbows and your wrists, and we're stacking our hips over our knees, okay? So we're gonna start with our left foot. Take your left leg long, press the ball of the foot into the mat. We can start to rock forward and back, so we're putting a little pressure onto our wrist, kind of waking up our feet here, the lower body. Maybe you start to move the foot around in a circular motion. Maybe you decide just to hold and gently apply that pressure to that left foot. And then slowly release and come back to tabletop. We'll take your right leg long, pressing into the ball of the foot. You can rock forward and back, or you can move it around in a circular motion. Now, if you have any discomfort when you're down on your wrist, you can always utilize blocks here. So you can always put a block underneath each hand, and that will absorb some shock to the wrist and the shoulders. And then when you're ready, slowly release that right leg back into place. Okay, now if you don't have blocks, you can always make your hands into fist as well. So keep that in mind, but just observing where you're at and how you feel. Tuck your toes under, and as you exhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Now we're coming into down dog here. Soft bend to our knees. So anytime we're in down dog, if we've got discomfort along the wrist, you can make fists with the hands or put a block underneath each hand. Pressure on the shoulders, widen the arms, pressure on the hips, widen our stance, have a soft bend to our knees. And then we can start to kind of pedal back and forth here, allowing one heel at a time to lift away from the floor. Allowing one more to each leg. And then coming back into that tabletop. Down dog. Now, as you inhale, turn your gaze to your thumbs, and you'll step or jump to meet your hands at the top of your mat and forward fold. Okay, soft bend to the knees. Let your heart melt towards your thighs. Head hangs low. You can shake the head yes, and shake the head no. And then slowly just release and let the head hang low. As you inhale, slowly raise up. Circle the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, let the hands meet. They travel to your heart. And then we open to mountain. One hand on each side, palms facing towards me. As you inhale, circle the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to your heart, dive down, forward fold, heart to thighs. Inhale, half lift. So hands along shins, tabletop back, or fingertips can line up with the toes. As you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, step or jump back to high plank. Okay, so we're lengthening from the crown to the toes or from the crown to the knees. Now as you exhale, lower to your knees, lower to your mat. As you inhale, lift for cobra, soft bend to the elbows, lift the heart. As you exhale, lower down towards the mat, tuck your toes under, down dog. As you inhale, gaze to thumb, step or jump, top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly raise up, circle arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, open to mountain. Take a nice big inhale, circle arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down to knees. Lower down towards your mat. As you inhale, cobra, soft bend to the elbows, lift the heart. As you exhale, lower down, tuck the toes under, down dog. As you inhale, gaze to thumb, step or jump, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly raise up, circle arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, open to mountain. Nice big inhale, circle arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to plank, step or jump back. As you exhale, lower to knees, lower to the mat. As you inhale, cobra, soft bend to the elbows, lift the heart. As you exhale, lower down, tuck your toes under, down dog. Inhale, gaze to thumb, step or jump, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly raise up, circle arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, open to mountain. Okay, so as we're here in mountain, feeling tall, strong, and rooted, we'll start to add on a little more. We'll take a nice big inhale, circle arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. A little change here. As you inhale, step into down dog. Aiming our tailbone to the sky. As you inhale, lift the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale it through to kneeling lunge. So right foot to the center of the mat. Lower your left knee down. As you inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, lower the hands down. On your next exhale, right hand lifts to the sky. Gaze can look towards your right thumb, the floor, or the wall. As you exhale, lower the right hand down. As you inhale, shift your weight to the back of the room, half split, soft bend to your right knee, right toes to the sky. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, back to kneeling lunge, lift the left leg up. Right foot returns to meet the left and down dog. Inhale, shift weight forward, high plank. Exhale, lower to knees, lower to the mat. As you inhale, cobra, soft bend to the elbows. As you exhale, lower down, tuck toes under, down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale it through, kneeling lunge. Left foot plants, center of the mat. Right knee lowers down, lift the arms to the sky. Ears line up with biceps. As you exhale, lower the hands down. As you inhale, shift the weight to the back of the room, soft bend to the knee, left toes to sky. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, kneeling lunge, lift the right leg up, left foot meets the right, down dog. Inhale, shift weight forward, high plank. As you exhale, lower to knees, lower to the mat. As you inhale, cobra. As you exhale, lower it down, tuck the toes under, down dog. Inhale, gaze to thumbs, step or jump, top of the mat to meet your hands and forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly raise up, circle arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, open to mountain. Okay, so we're at mountain at the top of our mat. Now, as we're here in mountain, we're going to go into a little balance. We'll see that tree pose come to us here. So we're going to put a soft bend to your right knee. And let's bring the hands to that heart center. Now, you can always stand along a wall. You can hold a chair, wherever you might be along. If you need to, you can bring something next to you to hold. So we have a soft bend to that right knee. And we're going to lift that left foot. And let's put the left toes, the left heel to the inside of that right leg. Now, our left toes, they can also meet the floor here. Okay, so you can always let the toes rest and then gradually work your way up. above or below your knee, and then bringing the hands to that heart center, keeping a nice tall posture. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms to the sky, branch the arms up to make a Y, our tree pose, branching the arms. As you exhale, let the hands meet, travel to that heart center. Take another nice big inhale, circle the arms up to the sky to branch. As you exhale, let the hands meet, travel to your heart center. Take a nice big inhale, branch the arms up to sky. As you exhale, let the hands meet. They travel to your heart center to lower down. Lower that left leg down. Shake, wiggle it out, whatever you might need. And then bring a soft bend to your left knee. Right toes can rest to the inside, rest to the floor, and then the right heel can rest the inside of the left leg. Or we can shimmy it up. And then imagining that our hips have headlights on them. So we're trying to keep our hips facing forward. And then take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up to sky. As you exhale, let the hands meet. They travel to that heart center. Take a nice big inhale, circle arms to the sky. As you exhale, let the hands meet, travel to that heart center. Take a nice big inhale, circle arms to sky to branch up. As you exhale, let the hands meet, travel to the heart, and we lower the hands and the leg all the way back down. You can shake, wiggle it out, whatever you need there. Okay, now let's take a wider stance, and then let's have the heels angle in towards us, okay? And then we're gonna lower down into a squat. Okay, now as we come to the squat, we've got our hands along our inner thighs here. And then we're gonna take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, lower the right shoulder down towards the midline. Turn your gaze to look towards the floor, the left, or up to the sky. As you inhale, bring it back to the center. As you exhale, lower your left shoulder down towards the midline. Gaze to the floor, the right, or the sky. As you inhale, bring it back to the center. Now from here, raise up nice and tall. Walk your feet in or step your feet back in. And let's work ourselves down towards the ground. Now as we come towards the ground, we'll see butterfly. Bring your heels, your toes, the soles of your feet in to meet here. Option is to stay here as you are. Okay. If you have blocks, you can always put them underneath each leg. If you feel a little tight in the hips, you can always have a little support here as well. Okay, other options are to take a nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, allow yourself to hinge forward. Maybe the palms and forearms come flat. Maybe you reach the arms forward as you lower the heart, exploring what you need. As you inhale, slowly release, allow yourself to raise up nice and slow. Bring the knees in to meet. Let the legs go nice and long. We'll do that seated forward fold. Nice big inhale, lift the arms to the sky. As you exhale, lower your heart down towards your thighs, seated forward fold. As you inhale, slowly release, allow ourselves to raise up nice and tall and lower down towards the mat. Now as we lower down towards the mat, we're going to take the arms out to a T and then bring the knees and the ankles in to meet right at the midline like you're sitting in a chair, reverse tabletop. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, let the hips go to the right. Gaze can look towards the ceiling or towards your left thumb. Now, if your right leg doesn't meet the ground here, you can always place a block, a pillow, or something underneath to support. As you inhale, bring your hips back to the center. As you exhale, hips go to the left, gaze can look to the ceiling or turn to look towards your right thumb. As you inhale, bring your hips back to the center. We get to tuck the knees into the chest like a tiny little ball. We can rock gently side to side once more. And then when you feel good from here, slowly allow the legs to release. Now maybe the legs release into that reclined bridge here, and we just have our feet maybe as wide as our mat, a wider stance. Legs are separated, but we press down through the heels and the toes. Or maybe you're going to come into corpse pose and let the legs go nice and long. Maybe they're a little wider than the mat, and maybe the palms are out towards your sides, facing up to the sky. But taking a moment here, scan back through the body and taking note of how you're physically leaving your practice today, energetically leaving your practice, and how we're mentally leaving our practice. We find ourselves connecting back to the breath, but we'll come back to that equal part breathing. If participating, we'll start by emptying out the lungs with the exhale, and then taking a nice big inhale for 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, and 4. Returning to your normal breathing here. And you have the option to stay as you are and to take a longer Shavasana if you need it or you want it. If you're ready to come to the close of your practice, though, wiggling the fingertips,